fear, and desire to escape. These were about the emotions experienced by a 10-year-old, maybe even a younger me. When I first started playing Minecraft and found my first night, they are huge, too big for the ordinary world. I remember hiding in a mud house and they were crawling on the roof and waiting for me to come out. In Minecraft, insects, and in general arthropods have been around for a very long time. Spiders added the survival test in 2009. When Minecraft wasn't officially released yet, and the same question was asked all the time, why are they so huge? As time passed, silverfish were added first and the ender silverfish, and then the bees. And from time to time, the insects turned out to be much larger than we are used to seeing them in real life. But how much bigger? I propose to conduct such an investigation with calculations, where we will translate the abnormal size of insects to real life in centimeters and maybe even in meters. How big an ordinary spider could be if it were in reality. Do you know how long it is? Would a bee from Minecraft have a sting? Such are the questions. And also, what is the reason that all arthropods in the Minecraft world are so huge? Make yourself comfortable with Makus. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because it's important. And we're starting our investigation. For simplicity, let's just say that all arthropods, which include insects too, I'll just call them in one word insect. And then the word arthropod said 30 times because of the video will certainly kill someone before. So here we have a spider in an ordinary standard man-eater of the Minecraft world. How can we translate its size into real life? Everyone knows that one block of the Minecraft world, this is 1 meter. This is how Steve's height is proved relative to the height of an ordinary person and lots of other stuff. Therefore, it is necessary to take 1 meter vanilla textures of Minecraft 16 by 16 pixels. In this case, we don't take into account textures with higher or lower resolution because you can draw anything there. We only use vanilla. Dividing 1 meter into 16 equal parts, we get the size of 1 pixel, 6.25 centimeters. From here, we can start because every mob in Minecraft consists of pixels. Let's start with an ordinary spider. It is the largest of those that we will consider today. As I calculated, the spider is 26 pixels long. Multiplying pixels 1 centimeter, and we get a terrible 162.5 centimeters arachnophobia. That is, if you just flip him from a horizontal position to a vertical one and put him on his ass, then he will be about the height of my average viewer. By the way, I won't speak for everyone. For the sake of interest, write your height in the comments. I'll calculate the average later. Let's move on to the smaller spider. There is such a global problem as pixels of unequal size. The cave spider is also 26 pixels, or the same as usual, but we can see that it is smaller. The fact is that the pixels themselves are smaller. On a regular spider, there is 1 pixel is equal to the number 1, and a pixel on a cave is equal to 0.75. Using a simple comparison method, we calculate that a cave spider is about 1 meter 20 centimeters long. And it's still scary to meet such a spider. Now it's the bees' turn, and they were the last to be added from the insects. And I remember how many people were surprised when they were first added. Everyone thought they would be smaller, but in fact, they turned out to be the size of the character's head. Their body length is 10 pixels, and the ratio to the regular pixels on the blocks is normal. So the size of such a bee is 62.5 centimeters. This is without taking into account the sting and antennae. Otherwise, the size, it will be about a meter. The sting of the bee is 12.5 centimeters in size. And here, for a moment, excuse me, this is the size of the blade of a full-fledged knife. If such a bee hits a person with its sting in real life, it won't need a drop of venom to kill us. Now let's move on to the silverfish. Its length is 17 pixels, which is 106 centimeters. That is a little more than 1 meter. It's not a bad silverfish, considering that the actual size of the silverfish is no more than 2 centimeters. Ender silverfish, or endermite, is a fictional mob, but still in reality, Minecraft refers to insects. 9 pixels, 56 centimeters dash, we won't use it. Consider the calculations in the future. This information is for you to get a general idea. In the realities of Minecraft, survival is a pretty infuriating mob. Why are insects so big in Minecraft? In fact, all the listed spiders are 1.5 meters long, And bees are 60 centimeters long. Rather, they were real once upon a time when people did not exist. Surely you already mean that in the time of the dinosaurs, insects, say hornets, were not 2 centimeters in size. They were huge and could have killed a large predator, which was then enough. And yes, absolutely the right conclusions. Then the question arises, why were insects big before? Are they that small now? All because of the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere. If the atmosphere is heavily saturated with oxygen, then insects have the potential to grow even more. Insects are designed in such a way that their maximum size depends on the oxygen concentration. Insects are not people, so that they can grow up to 1.80 meters, and that's it. It won't work further. Insects can literally inflate due to the large amount of oxygen. Previously, there really was more oxygen on Earth. There was more oxygen because vast areas of the Earth were untouched by the jungle, and bacteria were actively producing oxygen. The content in the whole air was 35% and even more. And now for comparison, the oxygen content in the entire air is 21%. And therefore, the evolutionary insects have shrunk to such a small size of a few centimeters. For example, the ancestors of the bee would have had the strength to lift a person and fully carry him, or rather, fly with him. The insects were really huge. But what does this have to do with Minecraft? Surely you have an idea in your head, the Minecraft world. This is an ancient world, similar to the Mesozoic of dinosaur times in terms of oxygen concentration. Yes, this is a strong clue. The vast territory of the Minecraft world is untouched by man. These are dense forests, there are jungles and foliage even underground. Of course, Minecraft has structures built by both players and residents, and other civilizations. However, these are environmentally friendly structures. Yes, the buildings are huge, but they don't build factories with waste into the atmosphere either. There is clearly more oxygen being produced than the inhabitants of the world can consume. Hence the high concentration of oxygen in the air in Minecraft. I would even say roughly 40 to 45%. According to calculations, it turns out that insects, especially spiders, are slightly larger than those that lived in real life during the time of the dinosaurs. And spiders of this size can hunt humans. Moreover, humans are their main source of food. If people like us lived in the time of dinosaurs, of course, but a whole chicken would be a light snack for such a spider. You can only get to the bottom of the beehive, which is clearly not 1 meter by 1 meter, but much more. In any case, the size of large insects in Minecraft is quite justified. Another important question is, why do the spiders only attack the player? You also notice that out of the whole crowd of defenseless residents, the spider will attack only a fully armed character, the only one who can fight back. And something tells me that even 2 residents will be more nutritious than one of our players, and therefore he does not attack our character in order to eat. This applies only to spiders and scales. This is the end of this video. Please like this video, it helps in promotion. Well, I'm saying goodbye. Marcus was with you. Good luck to all. Bye-bye, everyone.